I've told you that what God is doing in the dispensation of grace is He's not delivering you from every little tribulation that comes along, or from any tribulation that comes along. What He is interested in doing is producing, and He has put it in His Word, a doctrine that is designed to produce something in you, so that when you go through those tribulations, you go through them in the way that He wants you to go through them. And you know what those things are about. For instance, He is going to talk to you, first of all, that doctrine is going to enable you to endure that tribulation. Yes, He's going to give you a peace in your heart, but He is not going to interfere so that part of that tribulation doesn't come upon you. What He is saving you from is not the tribulation, but the intended effects of the tribulation. Now, you realize what I'm talking about here is not the sufferings of this present time that we're all heir to. I'm talking about the sufferings that you're going to experience as a son, the sufferings of Christ. And when you experience those sufferings, those things, He's not, by the way, He's not going to get between you and those anymore. He's going to get between you and, the other things that happen to everybody. Somebody is brokenhearted because they lose a parent. Their mom passed away, or their dad passed away. That's the way that it is in this world right now. Yes, that's heartbreaking, and I'm not making light of that whatsoever, guys, but I'm going to tell you, that's the way it's been with everybody. That's not, oh, poor me, why is God doing this to me? That happens to everybody. People are in a car wreck and they're injured, and some people are killed. You say, well, why would God do that? God didn't do that. That's what happens when you take 3,000 pounds of metal and run it down the highway at 70 miles an hour, and then run it into another piece of metal running at 65 miles an hour in the opposite direction. That's just physics. And your body can't withstand that kind of impact. I mean, the car may stop, you'll keep going. And you may have a seatbelt on. That's going to impact you, though. Those are the sufferings of this present time. But the sufferings of Christ, He's not going to get between you and those either. But He is going to, give you a doctrine that is specifically designed to enable you to endure those sufferings. Do you know what your part is going to be in that? To believe what He tells you in that doctrine. He's going to give you this doctrine that's specifically designed to enable you to endure those tribulations. And yes, He can give you a peace in the midst of those tribulations. But that doesn't mean the tribulation is not going to happen, and it doesn't mean it's not going to hurt. By the way, if it wasn't going to hurt, if He was going to make it where it didn't hurt, He wouldn't have to give you endurance. You could do it on your own. He's not going to lessen any of that.